Okay, you never, ever forget the day your child was born. And for a family in Sauk Rapids, they're also not going to forget how their child was delivered by a police officer in their own bathtub. It happened. Fox 9's Sarah Danick sat down with them and the officer who delivered that baby boy. All right, I'm just going to sit back, kick up my feet, and listen to this story because it's got to be good.
Yeah, it's definitely a good story, and even better because it had such a happy ending, Tim. I mean, everybody's happy and healthy, doing well. So, yeah, definitely sit back, relax, and listen to this one because it's a good one.
Can't wait.
Absolutely love this story. Now, originally, here was a plan. The Ericksons were prepared to celebrate the holidays as a family of 3 with their little girl, Isabella. But their unborn baby Lincoln, he had some other plans. He made his entrance more than a week early, and his arrival was definitely an exciting one.
I've watched all the videos, I've done all the classes, I've seen it before, but it never really occurs to you that you're going to be catching your own kid's head in your bathtub.
Her baby wasn't due until after the new year, but Paige Erickson went to the hospital on December 22nd for contractions. But when things didn't progress, she and her husband Keith dropped their daughter off at Grandma's house and went home. An hour later, they had a situation on their hands.
I had the feeling that I really needed to push. And then he was like, "Do you think we can go into the car?" And then all of a sudden it was just, "Nope, we need to go now." And so he called 911, and within a couple minutes, the police were racing up the stairs and getting ready to catch our son.
Those officers were Nick Bogart, his partner, and Sergeant Jeremy Welsh.
So it was just our standard night. There was kind of quiet, not much was going on. We got the call of a woman possibly in labor. So then when we got there, the dad opened the door and said, "Yeah, the baby's coming out."
It was Officer Bogart's first time delivering a baby. Sergeant Welsh guided him, and all Keith could do was watch as his baby was born in their bathtub.
He turns back to Sergeant Welsh. He's like, his head's out, and all that Sergeant Welsh says is, "Get ready to catch."
There were a few tense moments following the delivery. Baby Lincoln didn't make a sound at first.
I flipped the baby over and tapped it between the shoulder blades to get it to cry, and it's one of the best sounds I've ever heard in my life.
After they got him to start crying, and it's just, I guess, emotional. It was overwhelming. They put me to tears.
Officer Bogart laid baby Lincoln on his mother's chest, a moment Paige won't ever forget.
I can't thank them enough. They gave us one of the best gifts in our lives and helped bring him safely into this world.
And neither will anyone else who was there.
That's what this job's about. It's about helping people and, in the end, having a positive outcome. And it couldn't have been any better.
You can see why we love that story. And the paramedics, they did arrive shortly after Lincoln was born and got everyone to the hospital to be checked out. The officers visited the family and little Lincoln the next day, and they tell me it was a lot less stressful than during that meeting than the first one. And on a sweet note here, Officer Bogart's role in the delivery has earned him the nickname St. Nick.
Of course. Of course. What else are you going to call him, right?
Perfect. I mean, his name was Nick. Christmas. It was a perfect ending.